You're an icon, actually, and not only for everybody, but especially in the LGBTQ community.
Yes.
And that's pretty something. And you have a son who's a transgender son, Chaz. And do you think that is what has made you sympathetic to the LGBT community, or did you have that going in? Did the fact
at 9 years old, I knew. Like, one day I came home and there were these two men in my living room with my mom and my aunt, and they were doing their hair and they were talking, and I was thinking, why haven't we ever had these kind of guys around? Because these guys are like the coolest. And that was my beginning into the gay world. And we were always like this because gay people don't feel like they fit in, and I never felt like I fit in.
How much did your father was Armenian heritage, your mother, I believe, was Cherokee, American Indian?
And many other things.
And many others.
Right.
How much did...
I never met my father till I was 11.
No, but you knew that you had all this identity.
I didn't know anything.
Did you not know that you were
My mother didn't tell me anything until the day he walked in the door.
And what about her own background, Native American background?
Well, they would tell me stories about my great-grandmother and how she was tough. From what I understand, she was very, very tough. And so, but my mother really, I don't know why she didn't want to tell me. And then he walked in, and I knew lots of reasons why she would look at me with a strange look sometimes, because he and I have the same expressions, and, we eat slowly, and neither one of us have a temper.
And he sort of abandoned you. I mean, your mother was a single mother, basically.
Yes. Yeah. He took my mother to Pennsylvania and left her.
I want to ask you again about Chaz, because you see now that there's a massive public debate about how to think about the transgender issue. And it's quite pointed. There's a lot of cancel culture. There's a lot of, for a lot of people, a lot of difficulty around just even discussing the issue. What do you think of that? I mean, you came to it really naturally, and you obviously had no trouble.
No,
what do you think
that's not exactly true.
Okay.
I did. It was very unlike me to, in the beginning, have a problem with Chaz being gay, and it disappeared like that. And then we talked about transgender for many years, and she would say, no, I don't want to do it. And then he said, okay, I want to do this. So, but it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. Like, I remember calling, and the old Chaz message was on the phone, and that was very difficult. But then, you have one child, but you don't really lose them. They just are in a different shape, and Chaz is so happy, so unbelievably happy. And I don't know what the people's problems are. They're fearful, and they just don't understand how to react to it. Some of it's religious. I'm not sure, I'm just not sure why it's such a big thing. And I talk to people, on Twitter, or people come up to me, and I just say, just relax, and you guys will get through it. You'll get through it together. And
what do you think, because you've also been in the middle of this, do you think the debate is open enough? Do you think it's too often shut down?
No, I don't think it's open at all. It's really open with some people, a few people, and just closed to the rest, to the majority. They don't want to do it.